Something seems wrong here. Seems a little dark. Looks a little bit dark. It's strange. Something is not right. What could it be? Well, anyway, here we are. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We will edit that out of the non-live version. Okay, well, maybe because it's darker outside. Okay, let's start over. Cut. Good morning, Diana. Okay, good morning, people. Good morning, fellow humans. And I spell that Huemonds, colorful nuts. Here we are, west of Sin City and east of Death Valley, right here in the middle in Pahrump, Tucky. Pahrump or Tucky, you choose. Today is Wednesday, October 30th. Yep, the day before the last day of the month. Wow. October 30th, 2024. It's about 6 o'clock, 5 to 6 in the morning. It's going to be a quick one today because I have to get on the Peloton, but more importantly, it is our Wednesday volunteers breakfast at the Methodist Church, where we will have other church leaders with us. So that is kind of cool. And we're going to be talking about the Thanksgiving lunch for our orphans and widows, our orphans and widows, what other people call the homeless. Other people call the homeless. Now it kicked in. Interesting. The light has shined upon me. Okay, so good morning, Diana. How are things in Portland, Fort Port? I think Sophie's working right now. Today we are talking about an important thing. This week, week 4, is what we have been building to each week in our 4-week neuroscience-oriented approach to success. Week 4 is the top of the pyramid, and then next week we start over. We start over with week 1. Week 4, though, we have been building to this. So what is the purpose of the course? To help us on the journey, to answer 2 fundamental questions. Who am I, and why do I behave the way I do? Because if I have the answer to those questions, I can make better decisions on what I need to do to reach my destination. So who am I? Why do I behave the way I do? So in our analogy, that's like, what is this journey? What is this idea of a journey? Oh, What a Bevy is here. Good morning, What a Bevy. So what is this idea of a journey? Week 2 is inside my skull-sized kingdom. So from a neuroscience perspective, how does my brain work? Only focusing on 3 areas, 3 things. Neurons, as Yuval Harari calls them. Neurons, the cells in our brains that enable us to, that contain our lived past, anticipated future, our ability to simulate personality, all of that stuff, the stuff that makes us who we are, our connectome. Where our connectome is located, neurons, neurotransmitters, the chemicals that cause us to feel. The reticular activating system, the part at the top of the brainstem, bundle of neurons about the size of our little finger that act like they're constantly scanning all information available to us to support our beliefs, something we can prime. And then 4th is week number 3. That's week number 2. Week number 3 is outside my skull-sized kingdom, other people who I need to help me on my journey. This week is leadership. Or in our analogy, journey, week 1, week 2, have to build a ship, have to build a boat. Week 3, have to get a crew on the boat. Week 4, have to not sink the boat, not go off course, have mutiny, change direction unnecessarily, panic when there's problems. Okay, Diana, there are good. I am going to meet my peer advisor later this morning. Things are good. Good. Okay. How are things in Fort Jacks? What a bevy. As you're answering that, I'm going to go and talk about other things on our worksheet for today. Advice. But going back, our main theme, top of the pyramid, Ignatius, a man after our own heart. If he could do everything he did, we can all do something noteworthy. Okay, so if we understand him, imitate, emulate what he did in any particular way, boom, we will be successful. And success is a function of money times meaning and purpose. All righty then. So, advice from an 80-year-old. Live your life so that your epitaph could read, no regrets. No regrets, okay? Things happen. Stuff happens. The better prepared you are, the less bad things will happen, or they have to be more random. Also, the better prepared you are, the more you can mitigate any damage and keep moving forward. You can get up and keep moving forward because life is going to knock you down. That's the nature of life. Stuff happens. We're born, stuff happens. It's what we do about it that matters. All right, Seth Godin has an interesting one talking about the period at the end of a sentence, how it is proud. Okay, who stole Seth Godin? There he is. All right, the run-on sentence, period. The most direct way to improve your writing is to make your sentences shorter. Yeah, so in our class, we're doing a lot of, but a significant amount of Karl Rahner, the Jesuit theologian. And he's, as Nancy Kane describes David Foster Wallace, really long sentences with a verb at the end. Very hard to understand them, and the sentences are long. So Seth Godin is saying they're hard to understand because the sentences are long. Break them up so our brain can process thought. All right, that's that. Let's see, does Wada Bevy have any info about something great is going to happen to me today? Boom, something great is going to happen to me today. Right, that's a thing to carry with you every day. All right. Okay, so Ignatius, today our video is oops, I haven't changed it on here yet. Okay. Oops, as Lucy would say, you've got to put that video on here. No. Uh-oh, sorry people. I did put the video on. No, I didn't. Right. So today, Michael Sugra, that was yesterday. I'm sorry, people. I did things a little bit out of order today. I was trying to streamline the process and forgot to add in the olive, the animation. It's the animation about Loyola. Let me just add it in quickly before we forget. Yes, you see me doing this in real time. Ignatius of Loyola. Boom, done, handled. Okay, so time is racing. It's 9 minutes and 29 seconds in. I've got about 5 more minutes to get into Loyola, Ignatius of Loyola. Not Loyola, the Jesuit will tell me it's not Loyola. It's not his name, that's where he's from. You don't refer to Diana as Portland. You don't refer to Sophie as Jacks, Fort Jacks, right? That's where they're from, not their name. Okay, so Ignatius is his name. Ignatius Lopez from the Basque region of Spain. One of 13 kids. Okay, so this week, Monday, crisis leadership. Everything is going bad. You've got your ship out there, storm after storm after storm, rocks. The crew wants to mutiny. The ship is falling apart. Everything that you can imagine is going bad, is going bad. The food, the water got salt water in it. It's contaminated. Everything is going bad. Crisis. How do you keep moving forward? Use Lincoln and Shackleton as examples of moving forward. Tuesday, pure leadership based upon Marcus Aurelius. The emperor of the world who could have anything he wanted, but he acted as a Stoic with wisdom, virtue, courage, and discipline. Why? Because he followed Stoic practices. Okay, pure leadership. And he wrote a book. And the book wasn't a journal, but then it wasn't intended that anybody would read it. So it's his private innermost thoughts that he wasn't holding anything back. And so they're priceless because you have the most powerful, important person in the Western world writing down their observations, somebody who's trained as a philosopher, highly educated, emperor of the world, writing their personal thoughts with the intention that nobody's going to know. So the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius. So Meditations is kind of like what he was doing on the outside of the journal. It was to myself. So he had a lot of journals around, and the ones that were his private ones are called to myself. Anyway, so that's Tuesday. Pure crisis leadership, pure leadership. Well, we live in this area here called practical leadership. And the example we really focus on is Ignatius of Loyola, because he started out from a great family, all things going for him, soldier of fortune, lots of women, could do pretty much what he wanted, had respect of his other people, life of adventure, whatever. And then he lost it all just with the simple cannonball to the calf, to the shin. And then everything changed, down, 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 mental, depression, all kinds of problems. And then he had a vision, he clawed his way back. Oops, trouble with the law again. Has to claw his way back, going to school with kids to learn Latin. Because if he doesn't this time, the next time he gets arrested, it's going to be really bad because there's this thing called the Inquisition going on. And because he's from a good family in his background, they spared him the first time, but they gave him what they thought was going to be a no-lose bet. In other words, if you do this, we won't burn you at the stake, or we won't cause big problems because you're a war hero, you're from a good family, but you're going against God's word. If you go to school, learn Latin, do that stuff, then we'll let you. But if we catch you again without doing these things, you're in trouble. Well, he went and did it, etc. More problems, more problems, more problems. He stuck with it. He followed the formula from last week, and then the organization he helped create, kind of founded, was one of the first 10 people, but kind of the leader, not kind of, he was the leader, is now one of the most powerful educational, maybe powerful is not the right word, but the most comprehensive educational systems in the world. Right. The Society of Jesus. So that's Loyola for today. Let's see, Diana, I had a rock hit my head to get my attention. Okay. Let's see, Wadabebi's smile face. If you stay ready, you don't have to get ready. Right. Something great's going to happen to me today. Okay, so people, it is 6:11. I have to get ready for the Peloton because I have to leave at about 7:15-ish, 20. have to basically be done. Only have a 30-minute workout this morning. I know that's my problem, but thank you for being here. The way we help people move forward is mainly it is the just showing up, the repetition every day, building better habits, showing up, building better habits every day is how we do it. That's the main thing. It's the community. It's the getting to know one another, to feel good, comfortable, to help one another move forward, to put air in our tires whenever needed. That's the second way. The third way, perhaps ultimately the most important, which is the tools to become more productive on your journey, getting the tools, learning how to use the tools. That's in the worksheet down below on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on our website. That is the thing to do. And with that, we are going to say, and cut. Oops. I'll try it this way. And cut. Try it this way. And cut.